I was trying to think of some original fun series ideas to put together for MLB The Show 16 as it has just dropped. And I was thinking about Road to the Show characters and the type of guy that I would want to create. The more I thought about it, I'm like, I'm looking to create a guy who's got some amazing strengths, like an amazing power hitter that just crushes bombs and has a strong arm out in the outfield, but maybe isn't what you'd call a five-tool all-around type player. And then I also had this other idea for a series. What if I was to attempt to play games in the Polo grounds and try to crush a home run out at center field where it's 483 ridiculous feet to center field, plus the wall is tall. So as I got to thinking, I'm like, you know what? Instead of creating multiple series, instead of even creating a new Road to the Show character in that image that I just described, and I do have a Road to the Show series coming to you as well, as you've already seen. But I'm like, why not just take a guy that we already know, a guy that has incredible power that just blasts the ball, start a franchise, play as player lock with Giancarlo Stanton, and then incorporate the Polo grounds into it. And so that's exactly what I've got in mind. If you can wrap your head around that right now, this is franchise mode with the Miami Marlins, with player lock on Giancarlo Stanton. And so you're going to see his at-bats. You're going to see him in the field occasionally like he's a Road to the Show character. And so we're going to move quickly through this. But then there's going to be that little twist at the end of each series that we play with Miami. No matter if we're playing at home or on the road, we're going to play the final game of each series in the Polo grounds. And so you're going to get to see that today, and you're going to get to see that in every episode. And so my goal with this is to see how many bombs and how far can Stanton hit the ball. And then with a crack at the Polo grounds, can this dude put one out to dead center where it's 483 feet to center field with a high fence? Something I've never done but always wanted to do in MLB The Show. And this year in 16, I'm going to get that shot. And so here we are starting off against Detroit, the first at bat of the season. It's the first pitch. We've got the tutorial popping up. We're pressing the button and Stanton's going deep. Oh my goodness, putting it out to deep center. Just left of center. And if there wasn't a wall on the outside of the stadium, if there wasn't those big glass windows, that baby is probably still bouncing down, heading to the beach. Stanton just gave that thing a ride on the first pitch that he saw of the season. That's home run number one, pitch number one, everything number one. 452 feet. While that wouldn't have been enough to get one out at the Polo grounds in center, at least to center field, it's a glimpse of what I hope we're going to see a lot of. And then some as far as the distance goes on the home runs. And so Stanton gives Miami the early 1-0 lead. We're moving ahead now to the top of the second with Ian Kinsler up at the plate. And here's a look at the new outfielding view and setup. As there's a drive deep towards the corner, Stanton gets a good jump on it. Tracks it down nonchalantly, hauls it in for the outs. Ian Kinsler goes down. No runs for Detroit yet. Jared Saltalamacchia is stepping up to the plate. Looks like another opportunity for Stanton. Kind of looking around, getting a nice view of the stadium. There's the pitch, and Saltalamacchia sends it deep to the bullpen. Stanton can't quite get there. Didn't look like he had an opportunity to even jump and get that one. And check that out. Saltalamacchia with home run number 99 on his career. Not a guy that's probably going to be hanging around in the history books after he's long gone, but definitely approaching a milestone that he can be proud of, trying to get 100. And so the game's tied up at 1 now in the bottom of the fourth. Stanton up on the 3-0 pitch. He's not taking it, looking for the walk. Like I said earlier, the goal of this is to see how many and how far we can hit the ball when it comes to home runs. And so we're taking hacks every chance we get, maybe to the detriment of us. I don't expect him to hit for a high average because the goal again is to just hit blasts. And so Stanton comes up with a single there, got a little bit on top of that one, still with a nice line drive. 2 for 2 on the day. Now at first base, there's a drive down the first baseline. Stanton with a nice round around second. The throw coming in, it's right on the money, but Stanton's got just enough wheels. He's in safely at third. A nice effort to go first to third on the hit there. And that's going to bring up a full count here. It looks like Martin Prado's stepping up to the plate with one down. Looks like a good scoring opportunity. Oh, he takes the walk. Nothing doing there offensively. Pitching around him, trying to get to Marcell Ozuna. Now a 2-2 count, still one out. The bases are loaded. Still bottom of 4. What's going to happen? Stanton creeping off third. There's the pitch. A drive up the middle. Look at the diving stab. The flip up to Kinsler. Oh, the rocket arm. Oh, my. What an incredible double play. Ozuna with his hands on his hips in disbelief. We got to see this one again. The dive up the middle. Reaches in. Flips it up. Kinsler grabs it. He jumps and turns and starts his throw before he even looks. The nice dig and a double play. Great job there. Moving on in the game, Miami, though, unable to score in that last opportunity, but they do stretch it to a 4-1 lead. Stanton later on gets the intentional walk. It's now 5-1. The bases are loaded. There's a drive deep to left. The left fielder took a bad angle. That one's carrying. Ozuna can't quite get it out. Unfortunately, 2 opportunities with the bases loaded. Nothing doing for Ozuna. He gave it 2 hard knocks there. But at the end of the day, Jose Fernandez pitched 8 strong innings, it looks like, and the Marlins come away with a victory on opening day. And to start off the season, not your typical 3, 4, or sometimes 5-game series. The Tigers coming into town for a 2-game set. And as I had promised, and as you'll see in each episode, the final game of this series, we're going to head out to the Polo Grounds, check this place out. I don't even know if it's 300 feet down the lines. But to dead center, 483 feet, and those power alleys are insanely deep. If you can flick one in between center and left or center and right, there's a great chance you're going to get an inside the park home run, and there's a good opportunity you're going to see one of those quite often as long as we're playing here at the Polo Grounds. They've got the bullpens inside of the stadium, inside of the playing field actually, and it's pretty incredible. So you can mash one to center and get nothing out of it, and you can just get jammed on the corner and flick one out down the line and get a cheap home run. And Stanton, unfortunately, doesn't get a good swing in there. Worked it to full against Verlander in his first at bat and took a nasty slider for a backwards K on the strike 3. His first opportunity in the field. Got a little bit turned around, but was able to track the ball down and hauls it in for the out. In the bottom of the third now, Stanton up the score, 2-1. He gets that one a little bit underneath of it. It looks like he was right on it with the timing, but just a fraction underneath. It wasn't quite to dead center, a little bit to right center. If he could have got that one centered, that was probably an inside the park home run. But no score there, and still no score a few innings later after. And it's 2-1. Stanton, though, trying to change that with guys on first and second. A single to right. A good jump on around second. And an RBI for Stanton as Miami changes things up. And it's now 4-2. And back in the field is Stanton with 2 down in the top of the 8th, trying to hang on to that lead. Let's see if he can haul this one in. There's the pitch. And that's a line drive. We have no idea where this was landed. There you go. There's the bullpen. Look out, fellas. We got to come get this thing and get it back in. Center fielder picks it up, fires it in. 1 hops the cutoff. 2 hops the cutoff. Coming around for the easy inside the park home run. I think Iglesias got that one, and he only has like 60-something for speed. I mean, he doesn't have incredible wheels, so you really don't have to be a blazer to get an inside the park home run here. So it's now 4-3. Moving in, we got the flamethrower Wilson in the bottom of the 8th. A 1-0 count now for Stanton. Nobody's on. 1 down. Trying to get on base so we can stretch that lead. There's the next pitch, and he blasts it deep to left center. Does he have enough? Oh, my goodness. Where did that thing come down? I didn't even see it. I don't know if they even showed it. I don't think it left the stadium. That would be an incredible blast if he was able to get it up above the roof. But we got to see that one again. That was a jaw-dropping bomb right there. 456 feet. Nothing but 450s so far this year. The first one of the year and the second one. Let's just take a look at where this one stops. Headed towards the roof in deep left center. Doesn't quite get there. Oh, but he gets it into the second deck. That was a blast. And so Miami was able to hang on for the victory. That home run was crucial because The Tigers actually scored in the top of the ninth. But hey, the Marlins started off the season so far 2-0. Stanton started off with 2 home runs, doing all right for himself on the power side. And so an exciting and fun series I think we've got here. I hope that you guys enjoy this one. I know that I'm loving playing it. I love playing in the Polo grounds and just that challenge of trying to put one out to dead center. We've got another exciting matchup coming up next as Miami takes on the Nationals. We're going to have Bryce Harper and Giancarlo Stanton facing off. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't. Hit that like button if you're excited about this series. We'll see you guys in the next episode.